Hello! Welcome to day 2 of my epic 5 cars in 5 days in 5 videos challenge that I have set myself. And today we're going to be focusing on this Swedish brick. I've got 5 days to make 5 videos on 5 cars. The rules are I can finish a car early to bank more time for the next car. The video has to be edited and uploaded for 7 PM the next day, and I have to increase the value of the car any way that I can in that single day. You're watching me do all of this in pretty much real time. This car wasn't the car that was supposed to be on day 2. The car that was supposed to be on day 2 needs a lot more work than I initially thought, which is a bit annoying. But I used the second rule from yesterday in the Mazda video. We finished that a little bit early and I got a few hours spare to jump onto that car. And today I'm hoping to do the same with this Volvo. When I picked it up and rescued it off this driveway, it was in a right old mess, but we changed all the brakes, sorted a few of the jobs out and got it back on the road and down for an MOT. One of those things we're going to sort in this video is putting the correct bonnet hinge on. If you remember that from the first episode, someone made a mistake. Don't know who it was. Anyway, this thing did bomb that MOT. It didn't do well at all, and that is why I have decided to not restore this car myself. Inside my big workshop there, I have some cars that I am much more interested in restoring. So this one, I'm going to sell it in this video. I'm going to get as much done as I can, increase the value of it as much as I can, and then I'm going to list it on the website for sale. So you could click on the link in the description of this video now and see it for sale and see if I manage to get it nice. There'll be some pictures and stuff there as well, and you can potentially buy it and come here and pick it up and carry on this restoration yourself. So what am I planning on doing in this video then? Well, first job is it needs a bit of a bath because something's used it as a toilet. We're going to put, hopefully, the correct bonnet hinge on because I have got the correct one. Then the face of this car, the front of it, will look superb. And that's what we need to hopefully inspire one of you guys to come and take over this restoration. When I picked this car up, I took it for a little wash and then drove it back, but I didn't do anything to the interior, and it is just, it's complete, it's in a million pieces, everything's pretty rough, and yeah, it just needs a bloody good clean and hoover out and tidy up and that kind of activity. Oh look, a bonnet hinge. But yeah, all of this stuff in the back needs to be taken out. We've got to put the interior properly back together and try and make this a bit more of a prospect. It runs and drives so well, this car, for something that did so badly on its MOT. It just runs and drives brilliantly. Now, I'm going to flash up the MOT failure on the screen now, and you can see what would be in store for you if you did buy this car. But it is genuinely amazing how well it does drive and how well it runs. It's pretty spot on, you know. Really cool old car. And I would have liked to have gone a bit further with it and restored it, but the stuff like all the parts for these things are very, very hard to find. And it's not just the restoration process of the car, of sort of doing the physical work. If you had a big pile of parts there, it wouldn't take long at all. But it's hours spent trying to find parts for these cars that I just haven't got the time to do. And if I did, I would rather spend the hours finding parts on the Nissan 300ZX twin turbo manual thing that I've got in there as a project, or the Cortina or something else, or the Eclat, rather than this thing. So that is something you're going to have to do. You're going to have to spend a bit of time getting hold of stuff like headlights, or at least the chrome bits inside. Maybe you could paint them, I don't know. But I'm just saying, you've got a bit of work to do. If there's any aspiring car detailers watching, I'm using the one bucket method. I'm just filling up this tray with all the sort of bits and bobs from inside the car. It is gross in here. It's amazing that I was spending 4 hours driving this home as it is, with all this lovely stuff in it. There's like worms and stuff on the mats and things. They could have been crawling up my legs. We've also got a full ensemble of hubcaps, haven't we? So I'm going to get all these cleaned up and we'll pop those on as well. Ew. She's not done loads of work either, this thing, has she? 126,000 miles for one of these is pretty good. And the bodywork, now that it's had a wash, I mean, it has come up pretty nice. It needs a proper good mop and polish all over because you've got a lot of like, you know, like tree deposits and stuff in it, but it'll clean up beautifully. You can see the wing has started to clean up there, and a lot of this, every time I wash it, more and more stuff comes off it. Bit of crust on that arch there, but again, it's only sort of surface stuff. You could probably just get away with a bit of sanding back and a bit of filler work on that. And this arch, you've got a similar sort of vibe down there. Before, if you rolled around in like a big pile of horse shit for a few hours on like a hot but a rainy day, if after rolling around in all that horse shit you decided to get into this car, when you got out again you would have been dirtier than when you first got in. It was disgusting, but now, like, it's absolutely fine. It still needs a bit of a scrub in places, but hopefully it's become a bit more of a prospect, you know, now that you can see that the interior is intact and in excellent condition. Doesn't look worn at all. You could clean this thing up to be absolutely mint, I'm pretty sure. And I've got, as I was going along, I kept finding the screws everywhere for this glove box, so I'm just going to pop them back in there. So I am. Beautiful job. The car has got its glove box back. Way, come on! Still got some of these trims, and there is still a couple of other little bits we can do. For example, ding. Lovely job. Look at that. You don't see fuse in the car. Look at the floor. It's amazing. Oh yes, look at that. Superb. Just like a real car again. Happy days. This thing had been taken off as well. I've just given it a quick rinse off with a bit of soapy water. Will it just slot back in? Was there anything wrong with it? Which way does it go? That way? Make sure I tuck all the carpet in. Superb. Absolutely superb. This thing is flying back together. In the back of the car, I've put like a bit of sound deadening, a fuel filter, a pair of discs that I didn't use, and a couple of brake hoses that I didn't use, and this rubber thing, which I think lives under the bonnet, but I'll let one of you guys sort that out. It's time to do this hinge with the right one, because last time I did it, I put the wrong one on, and now that's why the bonnet doesn't shut. So I'm hopefully going to try and sort that now with you together. And also, I just want to tell you about this little pipe work here. But before we get into all of this, here I am to tell you about an amazing free giveaway that I'm doing at the moment, which you can enter. To celebrate this epic 5 videos in 5 days challenge that I've made a rod my own back with, and to celebrate the new Tasty Classics Workshop edition of the Panhard, which everybody's been waiting for, and the hoodies are super nice on this one, and the t-shirts are as well, very big and boxy good stuff. But to celebrate all of this, I'm doing my biggest Tasty Classics giveaway yet. I'm giving away one of each of every bit of merchandise that we do. It's chaos, there's a huge pile of stuff here, and that is prize number 1. Prize number 2 is going to be a lot of stuff. Prize number 3, a little bit less stuff. But you get the idea. There's 3 chances to win, and to be one of those lucky winners, all you've got to do is to go onto the website and make a little purchase. Do get anything, get a fridge magnet, get a cap, whatever you want to get, that will put your name into the hat, and at the end of all of this madness, we will pull 3 names out of the hat and you will receive a big box of stuff. I'm also going to leave you a lovely little handwritten note inside your box just to say thank you for supporting the channel. So to be in with a chance of winning, just head on to the Tasty Classics website now and look at the banner there, and it'll explain everything and how to enter. Now, to avoid being sent to the gulag, I have to provide an alternate method of entry, and details on that can be found on the website or in this video's description. And also, if you are enjoying these videos, these 5 videos in 5 days, then you can hit the subscribe button. Please, por favor, can you hit the subscribe button? That'd be very lovely of you, because it's a bit of graft this. We're all working late nights and stuff to bring these out to you. Not much happening in this one, but the next 3, potentially a little bit more eventful. Right, anyway, this pipe work here, we set all this on fire, didn't we, in the last episode? So it all wants replacing. But a guy reached out to me and said he's got everything from there to there, all in his shed if I wanted it. And what I can do is pass you, if you buy this car, pass your details on to him and he can get in touch, and maybe you and him could do the deal. You can see some chalk marks here as well, and this is where one of the areas that will need welding. These wings are bolt on, so you have to unbolt the wing, weld this up, big plate on there, well, you know, bolt the wing back on. So yeah, not the worst thing in the world. It's a good job the wing's not welded on or anything. You can remove it. So that is one of the areas of welding. If you're wondering where Matty is in this one as well, he's not in this morning. He's coming in this afternoon. Hence why I'm doing all of this one on my own, because Joe is busy in there doing a load of laptop computer-based activities. Okay, bad one out, good one in. Right, can you lift it more vertically? There we go. Right, I've just got to sort of like align this now, which is the hard bit, I suppose. Ah. Now, just going to take a little bit of trial and error, and it's also sticking up at the back. After a lot of time of trying, we have successfully got the bonnet to line up all nicely, which is really good. Got a nice gap on either side that's the same, and then at the top you've got a nice gap all the way around there and all the way around there, all equidistant. The only thing is that it's slightly raised up just along this bit here. Goes down quite nicely there, but this bit here is sort of raised up ever so slightly. But that's because that hinge there, can you see? It's not flat against the body of the car because that is where it started to rust away. So that bit there needs to come down a bit, essentially. You could just slam it with a big sledgehammer, couldn't you? It probably work. But that is what our problem is. It's not with the hinge now. Everything is sorted hinge-wise. It's all lined up nicely. All I've got to do now is sort the grille out and sort this thing here, which is our bonnet release from inside the car. The day is cracking on though. It's about 12:30, and I've got to get cracking on with that other car. So I'm hoping this doesn't take too long. But without putting this back in the car, you will not be able to put the grille on because you will not be able to access the bonnet catch unless you go all the way underneath there, which is a bit of a faff, isn't it? Okay, so how do you go around there? So you go all the way through here, just trace it along there, goes all the way down here, held in with a little screw there, and then it disappears then. This trumpet looking thing, bizarrely, is the bonnet release. Yeah, you can see it sort of disappears into the body there, and I think that twists out or something. You can see it sort of turns there and you pull it, but this one is, I think it's overstretched or something, and it just doesn't do anything. Right, so Joe's going to pull the bonnet catch from inside the car now. Go on, mate, as hard as you can. Yeah. And off. On. Well, bugger me, it is actually working. Do it again, Joe. Okay. Nice. I think we've saved ourselves a job there. Let's just try that again. And again. Well, I tell you what, we'll leave that in the car for the next person to use as spares if they want to. But the one in there works, so I'm not going to change it. Right, grill, and then let's have a look at what we've got and decide a price for this car. Another thing this car does need is, this is one of the other wipers and it's snapped at this little mechanism there. That's all intact, but this little bit here where it connects has snapped, so I've just tucked that away in there, keep it out of flapping around's way. That one though seems to be fine on this side. I found these in the car. These are a couple of little, I don't know how they work, but they're there. They go in there. I think they do go in there. Okay. So, I think I put this chrome trim on first and then grill after that. Okay. If I don't play with it, it won't get any worse. The grill kind of pins it in place as well, and I think that lives like that. And do these do this? Oh yeah, they just do that, look. God, the Swedes do engineer well, don't they? That's why IKEA exists, because they're so bloody good at it. Lambda son means lambda sensor as well. A few people commented in the last video that I didn't know what that meant. Lambda sensor. The height of technology back in 1991, so you get a badge. That was a very short and sweet episode, thank God, but she played ball nicely. Really good little prospect, this car, and it means that it's not cheap, okay? If I don't get what I want back for this car, I will pay someone to restore it and then we'll raffle it off one day, because the bones of it are so good. It just wants a little bit of welding and a load of parts. It's gonna be one thing, I'll just, like a couple of cars over there, I just have to sit there and just have saved searches for parts that come up on eBay and just do lots of ordering and amass stuff and then get it done. Or you can take it over. But if you do want to take it over and come down to the Taste Classics workshop, stick it on your trailer and pull it home, it's gonna cost you £2,500. These aren't cheap cars, and it owes me more than that. Okay, so not, you know, I'm making the money off the video and you guys buying some merch and stuff. So, but if you want this thing, come and take it away. That's the first two things completed. Happy days. I will see you again tomorrow for video number 3 at 7 p.m. again, and I'm hoping video number 3, well, it's going to be a big one.